What's going on, everybody? LK here, and I'm here with ApologyMan today to talk about some more Guilty Gear Strive with y'all. We're gonna talk about what makes Soul so good. Like, why is everybody complaining so much about Soul? Why is everyone saying he's the best character? We're gonna give like a pretty simple breakdown on why people feel that way today.
Hey yo, we noticed that only about 11% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So go ahead and do me a favor right now and hit that subscription button. Also, it's important to note, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we will be doing a massive giveaway here on our YouTube channel. So you'll definitely want to make sure you have notifications on for that. Don't delay, hit that subscription today. You heard?
Probably the place to start is going to be with Far Slash, because this move got memed pretty hard. It's like a really fast move that is also plus. And if you don't know how to deal with it, when you block it, you're in a really bad spot. That's like the basic, but like the more you learn about this move, the more you're just like, man, like geez, like this move it's really good. So you have to do something. Like when you block it, even though it's a plus, you have to do something, or else he's going to do it again. So you have to press a button. But if he delays, then he kills you because he's going to hit you with 5 heavy, and then the screen is going to stop. The game stops just to let you know that you died, and then you start dying. So then you don't want to press anything, and he throws you. So you have to do something because the throw does a lot of damage too, and he's going to do it again.
Yeah.
So he makes you make a choice. Like you have to make a choice. Depending on your character, being right means more or less. So like if you're playing, like everyone has to match like a pretty fast move, like a 6-7 frame, 5 frame if you're privileged move to get out. There are characters like Milia who, when she mashes out, she gets a mix up into like 40%. That's cool. But there are other characters who don't get that. They might just push him away, and then he's just Soul over there. He's going to start pressing the button again. Or they might knock him far away, and then like they just go back to neutral. Soul's pretty good neutral. Then on top of that, when they press Far Slash in neutral, the move's total duration is so fast that when you see him whiff, he is already pressing something else, and you have to stop to something else without being able to really react to it. That could be kind of hard depending on your character as well. And of course, if he hits you, he gets a combo, and if he makes you block randomly, then he's plus, and we go back to the situation we started with. So that move is definitely probably one of the main focus of like why everyone is really annoyed by him right now.
Yeah, that move is insane. The recovery on it is insane. You try to whiff punish it, and you for most of the time the Soul's gonna block in time, or if you're too slow, you'll get Far Slash again, or like light DP'd, or if they're a bully. But yeah, it's really difficult dealing with that move in neutral, especially in pressure as well. FD doesn't really work that well against it. When you faultless defense, it increases your block stun by 2 frames, but it pushes them away, right? But guess what? It moves forward, so he doesn't really care. He just keeps punching forward. It actually just kind of makes it worse for you. So yeah, I think that move is definitely like a huge part of why he's like really oppressive right now. And I actually think it's like you made a good point about the rewards you get for even mashing on it. So Faust, for example, when I mash my my 6 frame button, we are both poor 6 frame button characters. I get 5p 6p, and I push them away, and I throw an item, and it's it's okay, but it's not ideal.
Yeah,
so
the return is not like distributed evenly across the cast, right? It's like if I mash out on it, I'm like, hey, I can win this round right now, maybe. Yeah. Because I mash into knockdown into H disc, but then like another character is like, oh, Soul is over there. That's all you get. But if he hits you, he gets like 50%.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta like justify the mash, right? Like because if he does hit the 5H, but you have to. That's the thing.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
Yeah, because I'll get stuck in the mindset of like, I'll just keep fuzzy jumping. I can make it stop, and then he just punches you in the air, and he's more plus, and then it just keeps happening. You can't stop. You have to make the choice. You have to mash or take the throw, or if you take too many throws, then it gets real bad. And Faust and Milia don't have the best health either, so taking too many throws is...
Faust doesn't have the best health. Milia literally has the second worst health. No.
But Faust's health is definitely under average. I just want it just for the record. But Milia is lower. I agree. Look at I'm just trying to... But that move is a meme. It's hard to deal with.
So there is another aspect of him that is pretty hard to deal with, and he has the fastest button in the game. So he's not the only character with a button that's as fast. It's 3 frames, so incredibly fast. But his is also like not small. Like Chip has a 3-frame jab, like standing jab, but
Crouch it
it's
though.
not that big. You know, you can
Yeah.
crouch under it, things like that.
Yeah.
Soul's 5K, man, not small, and it's 2 hits. It's not small. It's pretty easy to confirm. You get a full combo off it. And I think maybe the biggest, like the final insult about that move though, like I'm cool with Soul actually. I actually think it's fine. Like he's fine the way he is personally. But this move specifically really bothered me because they nerfed it in the previous version of Guilty Gear. They nerfed it. So in Rev, Guilty Gear Exit Rev, it is 5 frames, and all the Soul players cried about it. They're like, you can't even play him if it's 5 frames, right? So they listened to that in this game, and then they nerfed everyone's else's other crazy, like super crazy, like move properties and stuff. But they gave him that back. That's actually the only thing I'm truly upset about with Soul is that they reverted the 5-frame 5K into a 3-frame 5K.
Yeah, man. And dude, it's as an anti-air, you know, it leads to so much damage. Like I am supposed, like Faust, you know, he has like great anti-airs, right? Historically, you lead to like pretty good damage. I wish I could get as much damage off of his 5K. Like I wish I could get that kind of damage. And it is the 3-frame button. It goes so high up, so fast. Yeah, that move is definitely insane. And there's only 2 characters in the game that have 3-frame buttons, Chip and Soul. And Soul's is just far and away the best, and it has the most reward off of it by far. So like RPSing also on like his wake up, right? You know, he has like his really fast DP along with the 5K, and you know, he could do like backdash, like all the multitude of like defensive options you can choose from. It's definitely something that is pretty rare to have like really good like defensive options. I think Soul has like some of the best with his speed of his 5K and his DP. So yeah,
the speed cannot be understated. So like one big thing about this game too is like see how like they want you to take risks. Like a lot of the things in the game are negative. So like if you want to like do stuff, they want you to take the risk to take your turn again or to go for this thing. Or if you want to pick the safe thing, there's the safe route, but like you're not gonna have like as good of a string or as good of a follow-up and stuff like that. But the issue of Soul's 5K being so fast is a lot of these, what would be a risk on like or let's say like a small risk on like a 5-frame fastest move character becomes basically impossible on him because he's just going to match the 5K. So a really easy example is Eno. So Eno has a dive. The charge dive has like different block stun. And say, for example, Milia, like when Milia blocks it, she doesn't have a fast button that she could do there. So she has to do like backdash, or she has to like faultless the next jump in. So Eno's farther than normal. Like you have to use the system to try to get out. Yeah. So that you just press 5K. It doesn't matter if it's the normal dive or the charge dive, whether or not she does the follow up to the dive. Like he doesn't care. Like he sees it, he blocks a dive, he goes, cool, match 5K, problem solved. Like everything is solved. If there, by the way, Eno players, if there is a solution that doesn't cost meter to 5K, definitely feel free to tell me, because as far as I know, there is nothing that she can do about that. But I'm not an Eno master, so definitely let me know. But that moving that fast is applicable in so many spots where other characters either have to like use the system or something, where you can just press that button and like nothing happens, like he just gets out. And he has a DP on top of that too, so just in case you do have something that beats the 5K, he can DP you anyway. So like
no, it's the zero on block situation. Like Nagoriyuki actually, you know, it has like the spinny little spinny move that's zero on block. And you know, some characters, you know, you get like a trade or something, you know, but for versus Soul, it's, you know, it's his turn, baby.
You got hit 5K.
Yeah, you hit 5K, baby. It's time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you know, all crazy normals, of course, but I think the biggest thing on top of all these things, like the biggest thing people see when they see Soul just like winning and people complaining the most is the damage that he does. The damage he does is absolutely absurd. It's crazy, and the routes, they just get better and better by the day. Like I see a new Soul combo route like every other day. Like I'm seeing like fast RCDP into like jump H like to the corner. Like there's like this clean hit DP route like in the corner, and the damage just keeps going up and up for that character. And on top of his tools as they are right now, it's just going to improve his risk reward that much more. and it's really scary when your character doesn't do nearly as much damage as him.
Yeah, like I normally actually, this is kind of a hot take, but I'm normally cool with a character of this type having pretty high damage because they have to like take risks, you know, to like get these hits. In Dragon Ball days, this is actually a pretty unpopular take, but like going for playing like command grab characters with no assist is like a risk, right? Even though people really hate when I say it's true. Now the thing about Soul though is that again, the return is not distributed equally. So like some people when they get out of the pressure successfully, they're only doing like 7 to 10% damage. But if Soul hits you, he's gonna get like 40 to 50 plus, depending where he is. Like some people don't have like good follow-up, like I said with Milia, some people don't have that. So I feel like the risk return is really strange because you don't want to get hit. Like you'd rather get thrown, but the throw also does like 20%. So it's like you can't totally just take the throw forever. Like, but then if you mash, you don't get any damage unless you're like a character that has a super good follow-up that like it's implied that you're gonna take a lot of damage, like Milia. So it's like this is a really weird thing. Like it's a really, really weird thing.
Yeah, I feel you. You know, strike throw, it's like there's offensive risk involved with like grabbing someone, right? But it really depends on how much damage each option does, right? But the throw does a lot. It does so much. And yeah, and I'd be okay like if I could take, you know, if it did maybe like half the, like if throws did like less damage, I'd be more okay with it. But like, I'll take it. You know, he can be plus. I'll take a few throws. I'll jump eventually, you know. But like, man, that taking that throw, ugh.
It's kind of cool though. You're scared when you're blocking. I'm kind of cool with this. Might also be a take, but I'm cool with being scared. Like it should be scary though. Like it should be when a character gets their like winning condition, their win state. Like you should be scared of him. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Yeah, I might be the worst person to talk about Soul because I'm like, agree. He's mostly cool. He's just good.
No, I understand. Okay, you like running some mix. I get it. You like the offense. I do too. I agree with you. I think it depends on like how to get to those winning conditions, like how easy it is to get there, and like how like you can justify its reward. Soul's 6S actually. That's like another like really good normal for him. It's a really, really tough move. Even as Faust, like who has like pretty strong normals like in the mid range, it doesn't have like the traditional like, oh, you can 6P, like it has a hurt box on it. Like it doesn't have like that kind of hurt box. Dealing with his buttons even just outside of his fire slash, his 6S is really far, and it's a really, really good poke. And you know, if you do get like a counter hit with it, the reward on it is also really high. And then you go to the corner, and then it's the same situation. So his ways to get to his winning conditions are very, very strong as well.
Yeah, they're pretty straightforward, I would say, among the popular, like, oh, these characters are the broken, quote unquote, broken characters. Like, it's mostly that they're pretty straightforward. Like Mei, Soul, they're like bruisers, right? And Ram, if she corners you, it's just return that you got to worry about. I feel like the last thing that I would probably mention about Soul that people don't mention too much is that basically when he hits you, he puts you in the corner, even off like trivial stuff. So even off hits that like early game hits that don't lead into a lot of damage necessarily, you kind of have to burst them anyway. Because one, that combo itself does a decent chunk of damage. Like it does like 25-ish%. Like let's say like far slash 5 heavy bandit bringer is like 25-ish%. So it's not like a trivial amount of damage that you're taking on that. But two, he like flings himself at the corner like aggressively. Like and then since I think, correct me if I'm wrong, bandit bringer is a soft knockdown, you roll into the corner too. On top of that. Yeah. So then he gets to just run over and put you in the corner. The next hit,
midi far slash.
Next hit that you take is going to be a wall break, and you only get like one more chance, or maybe you die, depending on what you get hit by. So I feel like the speed he can get you to the corner compared to some characters. The screen is relatively small, to be fair. It's smaller than it's definitely smaller than XX. I feel like it's a
is it smaller than XX?
Smaller than XX. It's a pinch, a teeny, a little bit. The XX stage is huge, but like the exert stage is not that big in comparison. I think the exert stage is a little bit bigger. It feels a little. Yeah, like he can get you into the corner pretty quickly. Where like some other, like let's say Ram doesn't necessarily get you in the corner that fast. What the scary thing is, if she hits you near the corner, then that's where party time happens. But like if she gets a hit mid screen, you're not like, oh, the next hit I'm definitely exploding. You're just like, man, I gotta get away from here and go back to there where it's safe, type of energy. As opposed to Soul, where it's like you're going in the corner. Like,
no,
the corner is your friend now.
Yep. Vortex Bandit Revolver. Like, oh, I'm here.
Ooh.
I live here now. So hope you guys liked that video. I know LK and I were complaining a lot, but you know, this is really how we feel about Soul right now. Hopefully, if you guys feel the same about Soul, maybe you can leave a comment below. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and we'll see you next time. See you later.